I've got nothing to say. There's no fun intro. I'm sick. I've been miserable all week. I bought some crap and sold some crap. Here it comes. It's my daily stop at Salvation Army. I come to this thrift store almost every single day, weekdays anyway, because when I leave work, it's literally a minute drive from my place of employment. So I do stop here pretty much Monday through Friday. Sometimes I'll stop twice because if I have the car, I have to go pick up Jess from work, and when we come back through, if a few hours has passed, I'll stop again just because. I think I got a winner right here. I'll show you when I get in the car. Been having a lot of luck with books here lately. It's been slim pickings on, it goes through spurts. For a while I'll find a lot of great toys, and then no toys. Then I've found a lot of great clothes. Like somebody must have had 100 pieces of Orvis that they donated 3 pieces at a time, because for weeks I was just finding all this Orvis. And lately it's been books. Got this. This is the illustrated Land Before Time that came with the plush animals from JCPenney's in the 80s. Now the book itself, I paid $1.99. The book itself doesn't look like it's got a great amount of value, like maybe 20 bucks. Especially because it doesn't have the dust jacket. But the pages are in really great shape. They're not colored in, they're still like white and crisp. And I actually have the 1988 Penny's Gun Littlefoot plush in my store right now. So I'm thinking if I can slide this under and I sell the book and Littlefoot together, I may be able to get a little bit more and actually get Littlefoot moved. I think this is a home run. It's a Bible. What up, Lonnie? Paid 10 bucks for it, which is way more than I want to pay for a Bible. But I paid $10 because it's still in its original box. And like, it's still got its registration paper and everything. It's old tissue paper, and it's brand new in this box. It's the Good Leader Bible. I'll put the comps over here. I think I can get $100 for this Bible or more. Like, it's not filled out. The family history and the births and deaths and all that, like, there's a few bookmarks in here, but the book is not in any kind of condition that I would be afraid of listing it as new in box. Because no pages are dog-eared. Like, it almost looks like someone opened it up and put the bookmarks in it, and then that was that. This is from 1946. Like, even the maps are still folded nicely. So other than 2 bookmarks that I found in here, one in the front, one in the back, this thing looks untouched. A quick peek at comps gave me some confidence that paying $10 for this wasn't a bad idea. And I think I'm gonna be able to sell this for $100+. So, good find. So all in all, paid $12 and change, and with this being in its an original box and having all its paperwork and untouched, that was a great score. And now Littlefoot, I think I was asking 30 bucks for him. I've had some watchers, I've never had a buyer on him. I had another Land Before Time plush. I had Sarah, new in the box. It was an old Blockbuster giveaway. It took a while, but I got almost 50 bucks for her, I think. But it took a long time to sell it. I think putting this book with it is definitely gonna move him a little bit faster. I'll probably bump him up to $49, and then we'll see what happens. I think I had this book when I was a kid. I don't remember. I was big on Land Before Time. But we're gonna go home and pack some orders and get to sleep, because I have been burning it at both ends lately. Like, I've been burning ends I didn't even know I had. It's it's getting hard keeping up with 3 jobs now. So one's got to go, and I'm pretty sure we all know which one I think has to go. Jess has different feelings, but I like doing YouTube, and I love sourcing and selling on eBay, and I don't love working at my regular job so much. So which of those 3 do you think is on the way out? Take a guess in the comments. Alright, let's go home. Another Gorham Sesame Street figure is sold. Ernie is on his way out, and he's actually going out to a viewer, Man Mountain Link. I think Man Mountain Link may be my #1 fan. He seems to pretty much comment first on every video I release, and then proceeds to usually live stream his thoughts as he's watching the video. So thanks for the sale. I appreciate it. He's on his way out to you, and now Bert's lonely. I gotta get rid of Bert. Who wants Bert without Ernie? Thanks, Man Mountain Link. Hope you like him. So if you've watched my previous videos, you may know about the Goosebumps experiment. I found a Goosebumps binder with some notebooks and pencils, and I went on and on and on about how I thought I was going to get top dollar for all this Goosebumps stuff. And I'm sure there were probably some people that thought I was full of nonsense. And, you know, to be quite honest, in the video I even said, you know, am I going to get any money for these? Who knows? But I think I can, and I'm going to try. So I just want to give you a little update. Goosebumps folder and binder, they were listed for 30 days. Had watchers, no offers. 30 days came and went, I relisted. I had them listed for $72.99. I even sent out offers to the watchers, no bites. So I relisted, and I thought, well, they didn't sell at $72.99. Maybe that's the wrong price. Maybe I should bump it up to $79. Yeah, maybe that's the way to go. I'll increase the price on the item no one wanted to buy. So I relisted, and I relisted at 79 and change, 44 or 77, whatever suffix I decided to do. And they sold. $79.44 plus shipping. No offer, no tricks. You can see it, it's right there. I got $79 plus about $10 shipping. And I already got positive feedback, which is amazing, because items like that, I'm always so afraid that someone's going to get that, and then they're going to open the box and they're going to look at it and they're going to be like, why did I just spend $80 on Goosebumps folders? So the fact that I already got like positive feedback the day, 4 hours after delivery, like, it went to the right person. It's exactly what I said. I had to find one of the 7 people on earth that was willing to pay for this item. I found one of those 7 people. They paid for it. They loved it. They gave me positive feedback. So to any of you who thought I was ridiculous for thinking I could get any money for those Goosebumps folders, I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so. I'm not really being that confident. I really didn't know if I would ever get any money for them, but it's another one of those things that I talk about frequently. When you do enough research on comps of similar items, you start to build this confidence that maybe there is money here. Maybe I can get this. It's not as ridiculous as it seems. It is Tuesday, and I'm at the Salvation Army once again. I'm off work. I just left Jess. We had lunch. I didn't tape any of that because how often can you guys watch us eat food? So I'm going to go in here. I picked up that Bible yesterday. It's already got action on it. That's pretty exciting. Don't feel like I'm going to find anything. Well, I'm not going to find anything that I'll buy. I'm sure I always find something, but I can't imagine I'm going to have strike gold twice in 2 days. So let's go see. There were a few money makers. Most of it I decided to leave behind. The Trixie Belden books looked like it could have been worth it, except they wanted $1.99 a book, and I don't remember exactly how many books there were there without looking at the replay, but I think it worked out to about $30 for all those books. And at best, it looked like I maybe could have got 75 to 100, but they weren't even in great condition. The pages were real crispy. A lot of the spines had damage. So for a $30 buy-in, it just wasn't worth it. And it was missing book 1. Who does that? Who donates an entire book series, 16 books, and leaves out book 1? Where's book 1? What's up with that? And I think there's somebody that goes to thrift stores and specifically buys one volume of complete sets, because almost every time I've come across a book set with multiple volumes, there's always one book missing. So I don't understand it. Where does that book go? It's always missing. You saw the Tommy jeans. I used to get real excited about Tommy jeans and stuff with the Tommy flag. I feel like it's been put out there so much and it's so oversaturated that the value is dramatically dipped. I mean, I probably could have got $30 for those jeans, but I would have waited forever and ever. I played that game with a pair of Tommy Carpenter shorts. Thought like, oh, Tommy Carpenter shorts, these are gonna be great, they're gonna do great. And I think I ended up getting like $25-30 for them, but they took forever and ever to sell. So unless a Tommy piece is just like amazing, I typically will skip right over it. I know there's money there, just no money for me. I don't want to deal with it. The only thing I ended up taking was, I'm a sucker for Bastille decorations. I can't ever leave them anytime I find them. I know Halloween Bastille, I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I always say Bastille. I've never actually heard it said. Could be Bastille. I don't know. I say Bastille. You can say whatever you want. You saw it. Sound it out for yourself. The Halloween decorations can bring you really good money. I have a bunch of the older ones. I pick them up whenever I find them in estate sales. Not so much for resale. I buy them for myself because I think they're cool. The Easter ones don't look as valuable, but I figured they were 79 cents a piece, and going into Easter, I think I can probably flip these for, I'm hoping about $40. There's $1.67 total spent on these. I took them out. I'll show you them in a little while. Like, all their joints work and everything. The ones you really want to look for when it comes to the Bastille decorations are the honeycomb. The old, like, they're flat and you open them up. I'll show you these things here. I remember my mom had a ton of these when I was a kid, and I'm pretty sure most of them got ripped and destroyed because as a kid I could not play with the honeycomb because that was fun. But those seem to bring you the best money as far as the Easter ones go. These jointed ones, they're all right. I think this one's in really good condition and it has this little bird, so I think this is my best piece. The other two, they're cute, but they have some condition issues. They weren't stored well, so they're kind of bent. But I still think I can get about $40 for all of this together. We'll see. Either way, at $1.67, I couldn't leave them behind, even if they just live in my house now. Now I have them. But always check out any Bastille decoration that you see, because they go for pretty good money, especially Halloween. For the sake of this segment, I'm going to call this woman Thrifty Jane. Now, we've all encountered Thrifty Jane at the thrift store, at the grocery store, at the pharmacy, anywhere that there are shopping carts and people, we've all encountered Thrifty Jane. The person who wants to shop on the right side of the aisle and leave their shopping cart on the left side of the aisle, impeding the traffic of everybody who wants to get up and down the aisle. Don't be this person, please. You annoy me and the rest of society when you're a Thrifty Jane. If you're going to shop on the right side of the aisle, have your cart with you on the right side of the aisle, and vice versa. If you're going to shop on the left side of the aisle, where do you think your cart should be? On the left side of the aisle, along with you. It's so annoying. All you want to do is navigate up and down an aisle, and you got someone in their stupid cart taking up the whole world. It's not all about you, Thrifty Jane. Other people want to shop and move through the store. So let's cover the items that I picked up this week. Sourcing was not great. Like I've said earlier, I was pretty sick this week, so going on big sourcing adventures was not something I was really up for, but I still managed to pick up some items this week, and to be honest, I need more items like I need a hole in the head. The rate that I'm bringing things in as opposed to listing things that I previously had before starting YouTube videos is pretty significant. I've been much better about, as soon as I make these videos and show you guys what I bought, I typically get it listed pretty immediately. But anything that's been here prior to January and me starting the channel, odds are a lot of it's still sitting unlisted because I got pretty lazy through the winter with my listing, especially around the holidays. We already talked about the Land Before Time book and the Bible earlier. We touched on the Bastille decorations, so no need to talk about those. We already went in depth on that stuff a bit. And here's some stuff that Jess and I found when we went out the other day. Jess found this. I kind of laughed at it at first, but I should know better than to laugh at any item, especially what Jess brings me, because sometimes she brings these random things to me that even I'm shocked by. This is from 2004, little McDonald's cash register. It still works. Everything's still... I was shocked. New in the box, this thing looks like it goes for like over $100 if you have all the pieces. There's like a whole drive-through set, cash, credit cards, but even this piece is detachable over here. Even the register without this looks like it's selling for about $25 to $40. With this piece, I mean, there's value here. We paid $2.99 for this, and there's definitely, I'm gonna say, at least $30 to be made on this thing. If I had more pieces, I could probably get $60 to $80. So if you see this McDonald's cash register out in the wild, it's got a little hat and a headset and a bunch of fake food, pick it up because it's surprisingly valuable. These, I caught the $5 mug Goodwill slipping a little bit. We went in there again and it was more so to just laugh at the prices, but I was so mad after reviewing the footage from last video that I was determined to find something in this stupid store that they didn't price correctly that I could get out of there and make a profit on. And I did. These little 8-inch Care Bears don't look like much. They were 99 cents a piece. 2 still have their tag, 1 does not. But these were from the 20th anniversary collection in 2003, and surprisingly each one of these looks like they could bring me $15 to $20. I have to do more research on the individual bear, but I'm probably just going to lot them up for like $40. But for $3, I feel like I'm guaranteed to at least make $30 total on my $3. So that was pretty interesting. If you guys see those 2003 Care Bears, they seem to have more value than the original Care Bears, from what I can tell. And the only reason I was tuned into this, I saw it on a YouTube channel. Somebody was showing a whole page of a seller. I think maybe it was Bolo Buddies. She was looking at someone's store that had sold a ton of Care Bear stuff, and all this 2003 20th anniversary stuff was going for pretty good money. So that's what tuned me into them when I saw them on the cart, and then for $1 a piece I couldn't not get them. Hopefully 30 to 50, that's what I'm hoping for. Not bad. Talk about this pressure cooker. This was a thing Jess wanted to take a chance on. It was a little pricey. We paid like 20 or 25 for it. It's new in the box. There was 1 sold for 70, 2 listed that were used. And I want to say they were about 20 and 40. I'm thinking I can at least get 50. I'm going to try to get 70 or 80 like the other sold. If I can't, I have 2 options. I'm pretty much thinking I can guarantee flipping this on like local Facebook Marketplace for like 40, 50 bucks and at least double my money. And at the very worst, I guess we have a new pressure cooker. I don't really pressure cook food, but if I have one, I guess I'll learn how. So, paid up for a little bit, but I think it could pay off in the end. Let's hope. Again, these are the decisions you make when you're sick, is you think buying a giant pressure cooker is a good idea. But I still think there's money to be made there. Cooking with Mickey Around the World. It's a first edition. Yeah, first printing of 40,000 books. And I think it's just recipes from like Epcot and Disney and stuff like that. Looking at the comps, this looks like it could easily be 20, 25 bucks. I'm going to try to get 25 minimum because it's in really good shape. It doesn't look like somebody really used it in the kitchen because there's no stickiness or foodstuffs on the page. Everything looks kind of pristine still. So I'm going to try to get 25 bucks. This was also from the overpriced Goodwill, so I thought that was a good deal. So now I'm, 3, for $4 in, and to what I think I can get about $50 for, so I was proud of myself. Screw that Goodwill, I'm making money here. I don't care what you say. You can price all the mugs at $100 you want. And this also came from the overpriced Goodwill. And I'm sure someone's laughing, shaking their head right now. Kevin, why do you buy this crap? Because this is Goosebumps all over again. I don't know how many of you would remember Homies. Homies were these little rubber action figures in like the late 90s, early 2000s that you could get out of gumball machines for a quarter, maybe 50 cents at that point. People loved them. People went nuts for them. And I was surprised to see that there's still a pretty good following of Homies. People still want these little tiny vinyl figures. And excuse me, Jesus.
If you or a loved one was diagnosed with mesothelioma, you may be entitled to financial compensation.
This notebook was $2, so now we're $6 into overpriced Goodwill. And one has sold already without this part, without the cool part with the Homies. Just this. This part's missing. Sold for $17. There's another one listed for $35, and it's in bad condition. All the pages are drawn on. So with mine being in pretty good condition, all complete, not drawn in, I'm going to try to get $50 for this. And I know it's crazy, and you guys probably all laughed at me with the Goosebumps, but who's laughing now? So, Homies notebook, $6 total, into overpriced Goodwill, hoping to make $100. So, I'm more than happy with that. Screw you, Goodwill. These are really nothing exciting. I won't show them too closely here. This was a Brooks Brothers chore style jacket. I'm big on these chore jackets now. I'm going to try every brand and see which ones stick and which ones don't. Really good condition, 2X. Paid $15 for it, and I think I can get $50 for that. Carhartt, like sportsman shirt with tags. $49.99 was the original price. If I can get $40, I paid $15. Try to get that. If not, I think my brother-in-law is a 3X, so he can just have it if I can't sell it. And this was a new with tags Under Armour coat that was also $15. They were nice enough to rip off the retail price. I don't know why. I'm assuming it was a gift. Another, hopefully we can get $50. If not, Jess wants to keep it. I think that's really why we ended up buying it more so. She was eyeballing it to keep. I said, well, let's try to sell it, and if it doesn't sell, then you can keep it. Yeah, hopefully like 110 to 150 on those three. And I found another Dare Lion. Like, once you find one of those things that's like a weird sale item, you start tripping over them. So now I have two of these stupid things. So all I did was up the quantity of my listing one. And here, these, surprisingly, still sell pretty well. These under-the-counter stereos. It was $3.99 at St. Vincent de Paul. Still has the remote taped to the back. I haven't tested it yet. I assume it works. Every time I've tried one, they work. Hopefully this one's no different. If it doesn't work, I'm out $4. If it does, I could be sitting on some great profit here. I picked it up with a quick comp search in the store, thinking that this could be a $75 radio. Upon further research, this could be hundreds of dollars. Not hundreds. This radio is worth hundreds of dollars. If you have one new in the box, it's a couple $100. If it works with the remote, I could be looking at $100. I mean, I don't think 100 is far off. 150 might even be reasonable, because I think what makes this one special, it also has the auxiliary jack, which a lot of the other ones don't. I'm hoping that nick, there's a nick in it. I hope that doesn't affect it at all, but I'm going to test this out tomorrow. Looks like they melted it a little bit. The auxiliary jack brings extra value to this so people can plug in their phones or their iPods or whatever they're doing with it. I have to get this thing tested and listed because now I'm starting to hoard them. I've already got two other ones that I picked up down the road at some point and never listed. They're both tested, they both work, I've just never bothered to list them for whatever reason. So now that makes 3 of these things. So I've got to get them up. I can't just keep hoarding under-the-counter radios for the rest of my life. Those other 2 didn't look like they were as valuable, and I don't have remotes for them. But this one, having the auxiliary jack and the remote, and looking like it could be $100, I'm gonna make that a priority to get that up. Not a great deal of items brought in this week, but I was down for the count most days, so you can probably still hear it in my voice. It's been a struggle for me to talk through this video without hacking up a lung in your ear. Hopefully next week's a little better. There's some garage sales in Pittsburgh tomorrow. A lot of garage sales. I was shocked when I pulled up the treasure map and saw how many little pinpoints there were. However, I'm not going to go to any of them. I want to so bad, but I'm not going to. I'm going to fight the urge. I'm going to get some of this crap that I got around listed so I can get it out of my house. And then it's going to be like 65 degrees here in this area tomorrow. I've got to do something with this garage tomorrow. I have to. It's reached ridiculous status, and something's got to be done. So, with it being 65 tomorrow, I'm going to list in the morning, and once it warms up in the afternoon, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to get this garage in order. So, wish me luck. As crazy as it was to have already met some viewers of the channel out in the real world, I find this even crazier. I got my first piece of fan mail today. This came from a couple who reached out to me in John and Lonnie's Facebook group, This Week in Reselling, and said that they were sending me a package, that they like the channel, they appreciate the content, and they wanted to send me a little something to show their appreciation. So let's open it up and see what I got. And it's a tape gun. Apparently they're not gonna let me get away with my no tape gun ever policy. They're gonna force me to use this tape gun. So thank you very much. I guess I'll give it another shot. Again, 20 years in the retail industry, I really hate these things. They always jam up on me. But you were nice enough to send it along, and I will give it another shot. I will be open-minded to the tape dispenser. So, thank you again. I appreciate it a lot. That's crazy that I'm getting fan mail. I can't believe I'm even saying that out loud. I'm getting fan mail from my YouTube channel. How did that happen? When did we get to this point? So, yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. I swear, I won't just throw it aside. You'll see this in some videos to come. Maybe I'll master the tape gun now. Who knows? But that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. My mesothelioma seems to be clearing up, and hopefully next week I'll be back in full swing and I won't be such a miserable bastard. And I'll have something better to bring you. So, have a good week. I'll see you later.